Now, let us talk about Gegard Mousasi. I'm going to keep this short. I'm going to keep this sweet. Gegard Mousasi, 44-6-2, has fought at heavyweight, fought at light heavyweight, fought at middleweight. One of the most underrated, overlooked fighters in mixed martial arts history. Has been around the game forever. One of the most respected fighters. Never in any conflicts or drama. Never bust for any supplements, never any drug allegations, never any hit and runs, domestic abuses, sexual abuses. Nothing like that. He is just a fighter who is disciplined, calm, and skillful, and most importantly, dangerous. I don't want to brag, or I don't want, bragging is the wrong word, but I don't want to harp on how good Gegard is, because I don't need to. If you watch this fight, you watch his last fight, you know how good Gegard is. I just want to bring up the fact that the UFC let this guy go. The UFC really let this guy go after he beat Chris Weidman. I think Gegard could beat Chris Weidman in a rematch. I think he'd beat Luke Rockhold. I think him versus Yoel Romero poses lots of interesting facts because we've seen him lose in 2015 to Uriah Hall due to an explosive move. And if you look at Gegard, you look at the competition he's fought, he is most successful against guys who aren't as explosive. You know, they're more tactical fights, more like Robert Whittaker's. People who don't rely on that one-punch finish, but instead rely on a 1-2 combination, peppering the opponent, get in and out, let the fight drag on, round after round after round, continually attack, don't let your cardio hold, you know, don't get yourself in bad positions, don't throw everything with each strike, no haymakers, get into the ground, attack with submissions, get yourself in a dominant position, win the fight by decision if you have to. Those are the kind of fighters Gegard Mousasi is most successful against. People like Yoel Romero who can finish a fight in a split second with a jumping knee, a fucking back spinning fist, elbow, whatever it may be, those guys pose the biggest threat to Gegard. And if Gegard could realize this, you know, we've seen you all lose to Whittaker twice. Last fight may have been a little bit contested, sure, but if Gegard could bring that same mentality and use what Robert Whittaker exposed in both those appearances, he may as well win. And of course, it has to be some luck that Yoel doesn't land some shots. In MMA, luck is very taboo because the best fighter can make the argument that, you know, luck means nothing, but a split second is a very short amount of time. A fist landing on the chin or a shin to the chin, it happens quick. So where your head is placed, centimeters can make a difference. So that's why I say luck. If Gegard can bring a smart approach to it, then I can see him beating Yoel, which leaves the question as to who is the greatest middleweight on the planet. And I'm not going to count Paulo Costa because a lot of people are going to give heat that he hasn't fought anybody, and, you know, I'll let that wait. I'm going to make on the record now, Paulo Costa is a top 3 middleweight in the world, with the other two being Whittaker and now Gegard Mousasi. And now I'm debating who is better, Whittaker or Mousasi. And truthfully, you can't answer that question because these guys are so similar in their fighting styles. They're so similar in their discipline, in their personalities that, you know, it's hard to kind of decide which one's better because they're so similar. But a few things that differentiate the two is that Gegard has more power, while I think, Whittaker's a bit more quicker. Has a bit more agility, you know, is a little bit more, you know, he can really snap his jabs, while Gegard Mousasi jabs are fast, but they're more stiff. And when they're more stiff, they're obviously, you know, they're slower than Whittaker's jab, is what I'm going with this. And between the two, you know, we definitely here at the Complete Knockout are going to do an in-depth analysis about Whittaker and Gegard Mousasi, but for now, to encapsulate the last 2 performances, Gegard put away Rory MacDonald with ease. This guy could have fought another person after that fight. He took literally no damage. You know, he did take a few of Rory's overhand lefts, but I think at the end of the day, he's in pristine condition. We saw literally no wrestling. We saw ground game of Gegard, which has always been a factor overlooked by this sheer stand-up and striking of Gegard. So it'll be interesting to see Whittaker and Gegard. Will we ever see that? That may go down as one of the fights that never occurred, which would be one of the biggest shames in MMA history, especially in the middleweight division. But if it does go down, who do you think will win? Do you have Mousasi winning, or do you have Whittaker winning? I'm currently in between. I can't decide. I have to do my due diligence. I have to figure out, watch some tape, look at the strengths and weaknesses, and then to make a proper decision. But right now, that is one of the most interesting topics that could be circling the MMA world. Who is the middleweight king? Is it Bellator's Gegard, or is it UFC's Robert Whittaker? What do you guys think?